Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I built a tropical land bridge on my island. It's not super extravagant, but I decided I would just make a quick video on this just to show you guys the progress I've been making on my island recently. So first, obviously, I'm going into my island designer app. And I'm going to be building this bridge really close to my resident services just because that's the spot that I picked because it needs to lead to a cliff that leads to my beach house. So yeah, in the beginning I just started adding all these cliffs, and in the beginning I did make it about 3 squares wide, but eventually you'll see later on that I change it to 4 squares wide. So if you guys are doing a land bridge and you want to know like what's the best way to do it, honestly there's no best way. There's some people who will make their land bridges like maybe 1 or 2 squares. So yeah, I just made mine 4 squares, but you guys can obviously make your own land bridge however wide you want to make it. You can see I had to eat a coconut to get rid of that rock. Okay, so now I'm placing this white ramp, the white plank ramp here. I'm gonna have a ramp that's leading up to my bridge, and this might look a little awkward in the beginning, but eventually I'm gonna make this look a lot more in tune with my island, and everything is gonna be a lot more natural looking. You're just gonna have to bear with me in this video for now until I get some more things finished on my island. Also, there's already a river going towards these cliffs because this is right next to one of my river mouths. And then I went ahead and paid off the planks so that I could go ahead and get started on the rest. So then I went back into my island designer app and I placed down the sand path. I would recommend placing down just any path that comes with the game just so that this will show up on your map. But if you don't care about paths showing up on your map, then you can go ahead and skip to the custom design path. Now you can see it's on my map, and now I'm going ahead and placing these white planks. So I will have the code right here. I will also have the code for these in the description if you guys do want to use these. Obviously, depending on what theme you're going for on your island, you can use whatever custom code fits you, whatever custom code goes the best with your fences. Just pick something that you like. I just really liked this one because it matched the white plank ramp. So now I am taking the bamboo lattice fencing and I am just fencing the sides here. As you can see, this is pretty much what makes it look the most like a bridge. Sometimes people will do this with either fencing, or they'll use partitions, like bamboo partitions on the side, or even sometimes swing sets on the first level. That works too. So whatever your guys' preference is. And then when I'm done with that, I am just sort of making sure that I have a symmetrical river going past on both sides. So yeah, if you guys don't have a river yet, make sure you go ahead and waterscape a river on each side just so that it looks more realistic for your land bridge, and it looks like there's actually like water going under it, even though you obviously can't actually get water going under it because it's Animal Crossing, not Minecraft. But yeah, so I think I made my river about three or 4 squares wide. Actually, I think it was just 3. yeah, I just continued doing that. I didn't really film a lot of it just because it takes a while. You guys get the gist. Then I started planting coconut trees and bamboo in the areas where there wasn't water. If you guys don't want to have your water going round your bridge, you definitely don't have to put water, but I like to put a lot of trees down just because it makes it look very like naturistic, and it's a great viewing point from your bridge to just like look down and see all these pretty trees. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And this did take a while, and I will probably add more trees later, but this is just what I had to work with at the time. So yeah, I obviously have a ton of coconuts, but I didn't have as much bamboo to work with at the time, so I will probably be adding more of that later. And now I'm just getting rid of all these flowers and pine trees just because they're definitely not going to fit my island theme, and I want to make room over here for where I'm going to be building my diagonal bridge. So now I am grabbing a bunch of furniture, mostly bamboo furniture, to decorate the bridge. And here you'll see I take out a little space here for the bamboo bench as well as the bamboo stool, just because I thought it would be cute to have like a little sitting area. Obviously, if you guys don't want to do this, you don't have to do this. It's totally optional. But I see a lot of really pretty decorated bridges, and I really like when people put different things on their bridges. I didn't do a whole lot with it just because I didn't want to go too crazy, and I still wanted it to look very naturistic and tropical, but yeah. And then here you can see I'm just continuing to plant more coconut trees just so I have them dispersed out all across this little area here. And then there was a balloon that I couldn't get to anyways because it was floating right over the river for the most part. And don't worry, I did end up connecting the river later on. I just really wanted to focus on my build in this video. And then here you can see I am planting coconut trees behind my resident services because I wanted to also just have them there to make it look a little bit more tropical and just cute. So during this part, this is where I'm doing my diagonal bridge. Now, this is not an official diagonal bridge tutorial. This took me a very long time, but basically when you're doing a diagonal bridge, you want to make sure that each side is pretty much symmetrical, and you kind of want to make like these squares in zigzags, and you just kind of want to work with it until you have something that you think looks right, because the game is really picky when you're trying to put down diagonal bridges. So this is definitely not a tutorial on it because I struggled. This probably took me like a ridiculous amount of time just to get this, but yeah, it's mostly about just like working with what you have and just trying different things. And yeah, so finally I got something that I could work with, and so I decided to place down the bridge marker kit, and I used a suspension bridge just because I thought it looked really cute in that little area, and it finally worked. So I went ahead and placed it because it took me forever for it to actually place correctly. So I went ahead and placed it before I finished doing the rest of the river just so I could have that connected there. And then during this part, I was trying to figure out decorations. You guys can obviously see I placed some of the festival balloons and planted some pink camellia bushes. Unfortunately, I think I lost the footage to this part, but I really didn't add too much. I just was decorating and experimenting with things a little bit. I also added those shell partitions out right in front of the ramp. right beside the ramp. And then I took out some more of the fencing, and I was gonna add a shell arch, but there was just not enough room. So instead, I added 2 of these little shell lamps on the side, customized in the pearl coloring. And I thought they looked pretty cute there, but again, it's all about preference. So yeah. And then Limburg is just chilling here around the new bridges. So yeah, this is the overall area that I worked on. I did a land bridge, and I also did the diagonal bridge, which I'm not really focusing on much in this video. But yeah, so this is what I have for my land bridge. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video or found this somewhat helpful, because I know some people may still have questions about doing their own bridges and stuff, and I know this isn't the longest bridge, but it is a nice bridge that works for my island, and obviously I'm going to be adding more later. But yeah, this is my overall completed project for this video. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and so yeah, thank you for watching all the way through. I hope this was somewhat helpful to you guys, and thank you so much for supporting me and clicking on this video. And also to those of you who consistently watch my channel, I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. And I hope you all have an amazing day. So yeah, you should definitely consider liking this video and subscribing, because it helps my channel out a lot. And make sure you have your post notifications turned on so you can see when I upload next. And yeah, so anyways, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!